Hi, still a beautiful day here in southern Ontario. We're in the midst of a garlic planting video. The steps are grow the cover crops, work the soil, compost the field. We draw some lines on the field so we have a path to follow. Keeps our rows straighter for tillage equipment and that sort of thing. So now I'm going to put some compost in the ground. We've got some seed cracked here. Some incredibly fabulous music garlic seed, one of my favorite varieties, and the excitement is building to go planting. Hi, so grateful. Sunshine, fabulous friends and loved ones. So we're getting ready to plant garlic. We've worked the field up, we've made our rows, and we'll head into that in a couple of minutes. But I talk about food, you know, feed your garlic. If you plant really fabulous seed and you feed it properly, which basically means to feed the organisms that are going to feed the garlic. So the compost that we're using is just Home Hardware's composted sheep manure, composted cattle manure, some of our own that we make, and a good friend of mine, another fabulous organic farmer, he made this. So I'm going to blend the two things in there, and you know, normally there's a pail of vermicompost on here as well that I would be putting in there. Why so many different kinds of compost from different sources? I mean, that's not always easy for everybody to do, but it all has different biology in it. You know, that looks like a handful of dirt or soil, but really what it is a little wee bit of broken down organic matter into humus, and all the things that are breaking down that material into humus. And that could be 100,000 different species of organisms that are in that. So by blending the compost, we're looking for more organisms, because as well as breaking down this organic matter into this fabulous plant food, or food for the biology that feeds the plant, there's probably like several billion organisms in my hand. It's more organisms than dirt. And when we get into the videos about pests and diseases, it might take 1,000 species of one of these organisms to protect your plant through the entire season from one disease. If I start naming the diseases, it just gets complicated, or the pests just gets complicated, knowing this is, over time, the cure. Thank you, Mother Nature. So I'm going to blend them up, and then I'm going to show you a way to do it. There's many ways to do this. Spreading it on, working it in. But I am just going to feed right around where I'm putting garlic. So I'm not feeding as many weeds, perhaps. This is the plan. So this is this field has been worked up a couple of times by the disc. It grew peas in it this summer. It's really nice soil. It has nice tilth. When you see those little balls, you know, I don't know whether that's an old farmer term, a new farmer term, but when that clump holds together, that clump of sand and organic matter, that structure, it's the hyphae of fungus that's holding that together, and the exudates, more about that later, that come out of bacteria, and all the poop and stuff that comes out of all the things that eat bacteria and fungus. That's what makes that soil hold together. Otherwise, it'll just be beach sand and blow away. So, I'm just going to walk up the row, and every spot I think I'm going to plant a garlic, I'm just going to drop a nice handful of that stuff. At speed, because, you know, sometimes speed's important. As I go up the row, if I see something I don't like in the row, you know, a handful of roots, I'm going to remove that. You know, get it ready for me to put some nice garlic to bed. Well, really, it's going to work all winter. It's not going to bed. It's going to grow roots all winter. And roots is what we're after. Healthy roots, healthy plant. And I just drop a handful of compost about every 10 inches up the row, and I'm going to sink my garlic right into that. Some people would say you should perhaps put a little bit of soil over top of this, but it seems to work out okay like this. There probably is always a better way to do things, but we do what works and what is relatively easy. Keep it simple. Most of my staff isn't as smart as I am. So this is the composting procedure without dragging you all through a long video about it. That's putting down some compost. Now we'll move to putting some garlic in it. So I've got a row right here that I composted, and I did pull a little bit of soil over just because it was a fairly deep trench. I like to keep the garlic up fairly close to the surface. It makes for easier digging. As long as it's not too close to the surface, the frost won't push it out. So I'm pretty sure I did a video on cracking garlic bulbs to get the seed out, but I'm going to just talk about it for a second. If you crack this size of garlic and this is what you plant, this is what you will grow if you look after it adequately. That means a little bit of compost, no town water. We don't water at all, but no town water with chlorine and all that in it. And if you crack this size of garlic and you look after it, this is what you grow. So we're very selective on our seed here. As you can see, you know, we're going to plant big seed because we want to grow big garlic. So that's the cracking story. And then the seed, there's a pointy end and a flat end. The flat end's going to grow the roots, and we're just going to sink this garlic into the soil a little bit and then lightly cover it over with a rake. Here comes the important part. Every time we put a seed in the ground, we try and be in a healthy state of mind. I don't know what you'd call that, high vibration, a state of love and gratitude, that would cover it. So every time I put a seed in the ground, I say thank you. I give thanks to the seed for sustaining me and others. It has a dual purpose benefit in that my subconscious can't tell the difference between me and the garlic. Every time I say thank you, I love you, I appreciate you, I recognize you, my subconscious takes that in as well. So it's a dual purpose thing. The garlic benefits and I benefit. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love you. Love you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I love you. I love you. So that's about all there is to sinking it in the ground. And then I'm just going to take a rake and give it a gentle cover over top. This is where the highly skilled work comes into play. The only highly skilled part is about being grateful. Truly. So just a light covering. Some people will want to do some mulching things, and I usually don't go that direction. You know, molds and different things that you can get from that, but that's covering garlic. And that is the procedure for putting your garlic in the ground in central Ontario about Thanksgiving on a beautiful day that makes it easy to be grateful. Thanks for watching. Yeah, this is it.